Wild Kitty appeared, and today for you, I am bringing you my thoughts on The Dragon Prince. Now, yes, I understand The Dragon Prince did come out in September. We are in October, nearly in November, so, yeah, sorry about that. But basically, there was a lot of other videos I wanted to bring out. Obviously, there was the stuff I wanted to do before MCM, my vlog for MCM, the hauls, etc, etc. So, yeah. So here is my very late review, or thoughts, you could say, on The Dragon Prince. Okay, so, yes. Okay, so obviously before I get into it, there will be spoilers, so if you have not had your chance to watch The Dragon Prince yet, I would highly recommend go to Netflix, go watch. It's only got 9 episodes, then come back here and then we can discuss. Anyways, yes. So first of all, I'm obviously going to talk about the story. So basically, the story is that there's basically a war going on, basically because there's this kingdom, like magical kind of kingdom, where basically, you know, you have the elves, dragons. I don't know if they explained any other races. If they have, whoops, I forgot. But yeah, so basically, in that realm, well, that kingdom, there are 6 primary sources of magic. I don't remember all of them, so I have the list here. So basically, these 6 sources of magic are the sky, the stars, the ocean, the earth, the sun, and the moon. So basically, yes, it talks about that, and basically there is a human kingdom, but humans don't really, like, they're not born with magic, but they obviously can use magic if they have a primal source of one of the 6. But then one day, one human was like, yo, let's do dark magic. And the magical kingdom was like, yeah, no, let's not. So then obviously there was this like huge freaking war. And then basically the Dragon King basically got killed, and so did the Dragon Heir, or did he? But I'll explain that later on. So basically, yeah, and then I don't know how long ago it was supposed to be. I think it was probably a few years since someone, when the dragon egg, when the dragon egg was supposedly dead. So basically, and obviously the Dragon King died, so obviously, you know, big war happened because of it. So then years later, we go back and we see the human kingdom, where we're introduced to 2 of our main characters, which are Callum and Prince Ezrin. And they are basically, I'm pretty sure they're stepbrothers, because they kind of make it clear that Callum is a step prince. And they basically find out that a group of moon elves are basically going to go assassinate the king of the human kingdom to obviously get revenge for what happened to the Dragon King. But it was kind of a mess up because the humans weren't supposed to know that obviously they were coming until our other 3rd main character, Rayla, lets one of the humans go because she feels really sorry for them, and she saw like the sort of like she saw that maybe thinking that not all humans are bad, but of course kind of made a big mistake there, because then obviously that human could go back and be like, yo, by the way, moon elves are coming to kill our king. We should do something about that. So basically, yeah. And then of course, Rayla's, I'm guessing, I'm not too sure what their relationship is supposed to be. I think mentor, probably father figure, basically finds out that's what she did, and it's like, yeah, you're not longer coming onto the mission anymore because we can't trust you. And Rayla's like, oh, come on, give me a chance. But they go anyways, and Rayla decides, you know what, I'm gonna go too. The plan is they want to kill the king, and they want to kill the prince, which is Prince Ezrin. As you can tell, Prince Ezrin is, I think he's supposed to be about 8 years old. So basically, Rayla goes looking for the prince, but ends up finding Callum instead. And basically Callum's like, I'm Prince Ezrin, like, you kill me, because obviously he doesn't want someone to kill his brother. And then basically all that happens until obviously Rayla's chasing Callum and Ezrin, and they find out that yes, that the Dragon Prince is still alive and the egg is still there. By God, I have to say, that egg is pretty. Like, that egg is a pretty freaking egg. Like, not exactly looks what I imagine a dragon egg to look like, but it is very pretty. So basically, yeah, and then basically they're like, okay, somebody obviously lied about the dragon prince dying. And of course we find out that it's obviously the king's right-hand man, Verge. I cannot pronounce his name, but obviously picture here. Which obviously, like, from episode 1, I was like, this dude is evil, like, I don't trust him. Like, yes, so basically, we find out that obviously he's the one who took the egg, and obviously they run off, and then all the adventures assume of them trying to get the dragon egg back to, obviously, the queen dragon to be like, yo, your son's not dead, here you go. But, yeah, so basically it just follows Callum, Ezra, Rayla, and of course, Bait, which is this glow toad. I think that's what they explained him to be. But, yeah. So that's basically the story. The story, it's a simple narrative. It's definitely, like, the beginning shots, I will say, gave me some Avatar vibes going on. Like, it was very much like the opening of, like, Avatar The Last Airbender. But it kind of, it makes sense that it's like that because it is the people who worked on Avatar The Last Airbender, so it makes sense. But yeah, but overall the story is simple, I really like it, and I can't wait to see how it goes. Okay, so next up I'm going to talk about the characters. My god, like that's usually, like, for me, I am a sucker for characters because if a show has good characters, I am on board. So basically, obviously we have Callum, we have Ezra, Rayla, and all that. Okay, I'm not gonna go through every single character in the show or else basically we'll be here all day. But basically, I'll just talk about like the main three and then I'll probably talk about a few other characters and of course I'll tell you about my favorite character as well. Alright, so first of all, I'm gonna talk about Callum, who obviously is, you know, like one of the main leads, who basically, oh my god, like Callum is adorable, he is a dork. I love the fact that when Soren's like, we're gonna do like art of sword, but of course Callum just hears art and he's like, oh my god, we're gonna do art. Which obviously we know Callum is really good at. He's just, I love Callum. He is really, like, he's a dork, I love him. Also, like, when I first was watching the show, I thought they got Jeremy Shada to voice Callum, but actually no, it's the guy who voiced Sokka from The Last Airbender, and I have to say, like, at the moment, the voice actress name is escaping me, but obviously Editor Katie will put the name down there, but basically he obviously voiced Sokka, and basically Jeremy Shada and the guy who voiced Sokka have very similar voice, so, because I think even when I started watching Voltron for the first time, I did think Lance was voiced by the same guy who voiced Sokka, but obviously that's not the case. So yeah, I did think, obviously, that was him, but hey, yeah. But yeah, so yeah, I think when it comes to Callum, obviously there's a lot more growth to him to do. He's gonna need to learn to use magic. And obviously, at the moment, he really needs to find a new primary source of magic because, as we know, he broke the orb thing, obviously, so that the Dragon Prince can be born. I have to just say, one side note, the freaking Dragon Prince, like the little baby dragon, is adorable. Can we get a plushie of that? Like, I want a plushie of Bait, and I want a plushie of the baby dragon. Like, can we get that? That would just be amazing. But yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, so we have that. Okay, next up is Prince Ezra. Prince Ezra is adorable. He is like must protect this precious child. But yeah, when it comes to Prince Ezra, yeah, there's definitely something about he can basically talk to animals. And yeah, there's something, we don't really learn really anything about Prince Ezra's mom. Like, there's nothing that comes up about even if she's still alive or if she's dead. Like, they don't really give much about her. They mainly, I think probably she must have died, because obviously the king ends up marrying Callum's mom, but then Callum's mom ends up dying. But again, we don't really know much about Callum's dad, so we don't know if he's like a mage as well, and that's why obviously Callum might be good with magic. So yeah, that's also questions. But to me, for right now, Prince Ezrin is just adorable, and he should be protected at all cost. Okay, next up, I'm gonna talk about Rayla. I love Rayla, the freaking Scottish elf. She is amazing. I just love her character design. I love, like, just her character in general, like how she interacts with Callum and Ezrin, which is, again, amazing. And yeah, she is I like her character, like I can see, again, more growth. We know, like, she's also, obviously, she's not perfect or anything, like, we learned that, you know, she does have a fear of water. And yeah, and I do feel as though I do love Rayla. She's definitely a strong female lead, and yeah, so obviously we learn more about how she views her parents as cowards, because apparently they ran away in the war. So I think she was basically raised by that guy, I can never remember the dude's name, but you know, the leader of the elf assassins who obviously got captured and stuff like that. Interactions between, like, Rayla and Callum and Ezrin are really good. Like, but they didn't, like, I like the fact that they didn't trust Rayla to begin with at first. It did take a bit of time, which made sense. You know, the fact that, you know, she began her mission to basically kill Prince Ezrin, so it makes sense. I like that they went with that approach, but then we saw that they grew over time and were able to trust each other, and yeah, I really, really liked it, and yeah, so can't wait. But yeah, okay, so again, I told you I'm not going to talk about every character. I'm just going to talk about one more character who is my favorite character throughout the entire show. Well, so far. And that is Claudia. Oh my god, I love Claudia. I love her so much. She's dumb, but she's smart at the same time, if that makes any sense. She's smart with magic, not everything else. And I do say, like, I love her interactions with her brother Soren. Like, whenever those two are in a scene together, it is never, ever, ever a boring scene with them. They are basically hilarious. As the fandom has stated, they are siblings who share a brain cell. But yeah, I absolutely love Claudia. She is amazing. I love the magic she uses, and yeah, I do obviously feel she is probably going to go against her father, because I think for her, I feel like she thinks her dad is doing good. I don't think, like, she feels like her dad's doing the good for the kingdom and stuff like that, but then I think she's starting to doubt her dad, because basically there's that whole scene where she asks her dad, like, yo, if it came to, like, the dragon egg or Soren, which one would you pick? But then there's, like, a long pause, and then she's like, haha, just kidding. Then her dad was like, no, if it comes to, like, your brother or the egg, choose the egg. Like, she gave you an scapegoat there. You could have been like, oh, ha ha ha, very funny, but no, you had to tell her, if it came down to it, to save the egg. So I think that's definitely Claudia clicking that, going, okay, maybe Dad's not really the good guy here, but yeah. So I can definitely see there being a scenario where basically Claudia probably does join the main three, and probably Soren too. Like, I probably definitely see Soren, definitely joining the main three. I can definitely see that being a thing, because I don't, like, Soren and Claudia are not evil in any sense of the word. I think they're just misled, to be honest. To them, they think their dad is doing a good job, when actually, in fact, no, their dad is evil as heck. But yeah, so yes, again, Claudia, I love her, and yeah, I can't, like, oh, sorry, Claudia is just amazing, and I love her. Okay, so I know I said I was going to finish off the character stuff with Claudia, but there's one more character that I really want to talk about, and that is Aunt Myra. I think that's how you pronounce her name. She's basically, obviously, the aunt to Callum and obviously Prince Ezrin. Like, as soon as she came on screen, I was like, yes, this is awesome. Like, the fact that she is deaf, but her being deaf doesn't hinder her. She is a general, and she's badass. So yes, like, I think that's really important to definitely have that representation, especially in a show like The Dragon Prince, which is, yes, it is aimed at kids, but obviously for me, it's one of those shows, yes, it may be aimed at kids, but I can enjoy it too. Any age can enjoy it. But yeah, so I do feel like that is really great, and I love that they actually have her in there, and that, yeah, and I hope to see more of her, because obviously we don't get to see much after, I think like halfway through the season. But yeah, so yeah, I hope we get to see more of her later on. So next up I want to talk about is the animation. Now yes, I know that a lot of people have complained about the animation, but to be fair, I have seen worse. I honestly don't see why people are so put off by the animation that they won't watch the show. Like, I don't really get that at all. Like, for me, I think the animation is fine. Like, yes, there were a bit of few weird scenes when it came to the animation. Yeah, I don't think the animation is that bad. Like, once you get properly into the story, like, it doesn't put me out of it. No, so it's like the first season, so I'm going to give them a pass on this, because obviously animation is not exactly cheap to make, so especially probably with the way they're probably animating it. But yeah, so season 1 I'll give them a pass, because I don't think the animation's that bad. I just think people are just kind of mean and should give this show more of a chance. But yeah, but I think they did say, especially the producers of the show, they definitely say they want to improve on the animation as well. So we know season 2 is coming soon. So we probably will get better animation in season 2, which I think pretty much season 2 has been announced. Like, it is coming, but I don't think we have an exact date yet. I think pretty much we just know we're gonna get next year in 2019. I just kind of hope that there's more than 9 episodes. I don't want it to be like 9 episodes of, like, yeah, like, I feel like 9 episodes are way too short for a series. Especially, like, hello, did you see what happened with freaking Voltron when we were only given like 5 to 6 to maybe 7 episodes per season? Like, yeah, I feel like hopefully there will be more episodes, and hopefully that maybe, like, we'll get something a bit more. Maybe the 9 episodes were just to give us a taste of what the show is going to be like. So yeah, hopefully there'll be more episodes, because I think for me that's my only gripe I have against the show, is that it's so damn short. Like, I feel like when I got to episode 9 I was like, that's it? Seriously? That's it? Like, do we, like, excuse me, more please, could I have some more? I want to know what happens next. So yeah, overall I'm going to give this series a B+. It's not perfect, and I definitely see where the flaws are. So yes, I will give it a B+. Like, yes, the animation isn't up to scratch, which, to be fair, I've seen worse animation. Like, I've seen way worse animation than what people have said this is, so I don't think it's that bad. Also, like, obviously I felt like it was way too short. So yes, I'm giving it a B+. Anyways, guys, yes. And yeah, anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe for more fandom content that you can shake a stick at. See ya!